Good morning, students. How are you all? I hope and believe that you all are doing good and well and learning all your online classes and be benefited children. Please don't waste time. Last week we learned about geography landforms. Okay, children, for this week I am going to take lesson from civics, that is the topic entitled as rural local self-government. How the rural local self-government will be. Okay, in short or in brief, we are going to see the nutshell of this lesson. First, we'll see the introduction, then need for local self-government, how the central government is divided into various divisions like state government, local self-government, and that is divided into rural, urban, and Panchayati Raj system, and then municipalities. And then we are going to see the structure of the Panchayati Raj system. Below that, the divisions will have Zilla Parishad, Block Samiti, Gram Panchayat, and it is divided into district, block, and Sarpanch. And below that, we are going to see the village level. Below village level, we are going to see Gram Sabha, Gram Panchayat, and some of the functions of the Gram Panchayat. Then we will see about the block level. Below the block level, we are going to see the composition of that function of the block level. Below that, we are going to learn about the district level. Below the district level, we will see the composition of the district level, functions of the district level, and then we are going to see the state government and Panchayati Raj system, and then last we are going to see the summary of this lesson. Now let's go into the lesson, children. In early days, humans lived on trees and in caves. As humans are social beings, they lived in a group of people living together in a place called a community. What is community? A group of people living together in a place is called a community. The earliest community life begins in the family. The community gets wider to include neighborhoods, schools, and so on. Villages, towns, and cities are also part of that wider community. People living in villages, towns, and cities need facilities such as clean drinking water, electricity. Okay, children, drinking water, electricity, well constructed and properly maintained roads, and efficient medical services. A government attends to these needs. This is the introduction of this rural local self-government, how this government is governed by the rural people. Next, we are going to see the need for local self-government. What are the need for the local self-government? Yes, India is a very large country. Therefore, it is very difficult to attend to the administration and the problems of the whole country by a single government. To make governance easy and more efficient, local self-governments have been formed. Yes, all these facilities is for the local self-government. A local self-government is a system where local people are involved in managing the administration of their areas. For example, people participate in the development of work related to agriculture. Yes, rural people mainly their occupation is agriculture. Then we agriculture and irrigation. Then we have the electricity. Okay, electricity, then education, then health maintenance, should have a good health maintenance. Some people will take care of this health maintenance, and also the road and sanitation. Road should be pakka in this rural local self government. Since people understand the problems of that area better, they do not neglect those problems. They work towards solving the problems quickly and efficiently. In doing so, people learn to be responsible and self-reliant. Local self-government bodies are of two kinds. What are they? Rural and urban. Panchayati Raj is the local self-government body that functions in rural areas. The municipalities is a local self-government body that functions in urban areas. Now we'll see the structure of the Panchayati Raj system. In ancient time, villages in India settled disputes and other problems through a body called the Panchayat. The word Panchayat means assembly of 5 elders or Panchas. When the British ruled our country, they appointed their own officials to look after the affairs of the people. As a result, the institution of Panchayats declined. The system of Panchayati Raj was received when India became independent. Panchayati Raj is a 3-tier system. It works at 3 levels: the Gram Panchayat at the village level, the Block Samiti at the block level, and the Zilla Parishad at the district level. Can you see the structure of the Panchayat? Zilla Parishad is a district level, Block and Panchayati Samiti is a block level, and then Gram Panchayat is a village level. This is the structure of the Panchayat Raj. The Panchayati system at the village level consists of 3 main bodies: the Grama Sabha, the Gram Panchayat, and the Navya Panchayat. These 3 bodies perform different functions. Yes, we have Gram Sabha. What is that Gram Sabha? The Gram Sabha, or a village assembly, is formed in villages that have a population of 500 or more. Can you see the pictures, children? The assembly is formed in a village. There are more than 500 and more people are there. Okay. At men and women, all men and women above the age of 18 years are members of Gram Sabha. A Gram Sabha meets at least twice a year. Important decisions concerning the village are discussed by the Gram Sabha. It elects responsibilities to the Gram Sabha. Yes, children, the village level, they discuss all the problems and what all they are going to do for the benefits of the village should be discussed in front of all the 500 or more members of that village level. Can you see the picture? That is the main point of this local self-government. Next, we see the Gram Panchayat. What are the Gram Panchayat? That is, we have some of the functions. How this Gram Sabha Panchayat functions, how it takes place. Members of Gram Sabha, Gram Panchayat are elected for a term of 5 years. Seats are reserved for people belonging to the scheduled caste and scheduled tribes. Seats are reserved for women. A chairperson called Pradhan or Sarpanch heads the Gram Panchayat. Now we are going to see how it functions. Seeds for farmers, yes, providing farmers with better seeds and fertilizers. Then providing primary education for the children. Then we are helped by providing wells, tanks and pumps, provide for the health facilities and good drinking water supply. And also we have street lights, good functioning of street lights and maintaining the road system. See there, this village local, rural local self-government provides a very good road service, maintaining the road service and good water supplies and also the street light. Okay, you understood, children, what is the village level? Okay, more than the cities and towns, the village level are more benefited. These are divided into three: Gram Sabha, Gram Panchayat and Navya Panchayat. And the Gram Sabha, they give more preference for the women's. More than 18 years of members of Gram Sabha. This I showed the people more than 500, no? They can, more than 18 years of age can be involved in this program. Okay, children, the Gram Sabha meets at least twice. Once in twice the year it meets. The decision concerning the village are discussed by the Gram Sabha. It elects responsibilities to the Gram Panchayat. Then I told you about the functioning of the Gram Panchayat. What all the functions they took place? They provide farmers with better seeds and fertilizers. Then primary education. Village people, they usually don't, even when they are in 5th and 6th, they don't know the primary education. So they provide the primary education in the village level and good clean drinking water and maintaining wells, tanks and pumps and providing health facilities will be provided, health centers and programs for this village people will be conducted. Then cleanliness in the village, maintaining, usually the village people, they don't maintain a good cleanliness, so they teach, they have a group to control or maintain the cleanliness in the village. And also they have pakka road facilities and street lights. Okay, children, these are the some of the points I taught you for this week, that is rural local self-government. And also in those days most of the women won't have a good education. In those days, one of the lady, her name was Vandana Bahadur Maida. She was a good, well educated in that days, and she had helped her village to become aware of the various government schemes related to health, education and sanitation, how their health should be, how they should have a basic primary education, how their health and other things to be kept. And she has set up the first school in her village. This woman, that is Vandana Bahadur Maida, is the first woman to set up the first school in her village, and has also built a pond to address water shortage. Yes, she built a small pond where the rainwater is stored for the future use of the water. Very nice to hear about this lady. After sometimes I'll be asking you to write some essay or some 10 to 15 lines about Vandana Bahadur. You can go to in the Google also, you can search, you can learn more about this lady. For next class, we will see about the block level. Now we saw about the structure of Raj Panchayat system, village level. Next class we will be seeing the block level. Okay, children, now I'll just give the introduction of this block level. What is that? A district is divided into development blocks. A block samiti works as an essential link between Gram Panchayat and a Zilla Parishad. Members of a block Samiti are elected for a term of 5 years. Below that we will be learning about the composition, then functions of the block level, and then we are going to learn about the district level, the district level composition, then function, how the district level will be functioning, and then last the state government and panchayat level, how it exhibits, and at last we will see about the summary of this civics lesson. Okay children, I appreciate those who did your project, that is assignment, and immediately you submitted with a creative thought and colorful one, and also I received more than half of the children wrote this test. I really appreciate the children who really took part in the assignment program and the test program. Upcoming days, children, please listen what teachers are telling and please follow and be benefited. Thank you students.